Hey everyone, welcome back to our scenes. In today's video, we're going to talk about passing package questions from chapter 1, chemical reactions and equations. So I have separated here under separate categories like diagrams, definitions, differences, skills and all. Okay, so let's get moving on. So before getting started, let me remind you to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notified for my future videos. Okay, so under this chapter, the first part, I'll just talk about diagrams since this is the easiest part. So I've got one diagram, that is figure 1.6, electrolysis of water. In short, I have given you decomposition of water because in the last time's board exam paper, they have asked you electrolysis of water diagram, but they have twisted the question in such a way that they have asked you to draw a diagram to show decomposition of water by electricity. So that is the reason why I mentioned that. So as you can see here, this is a diagram. Okay, next, regarding the definitions with examples. So I have mentioned here all the possible definitions. It's already there in your notes and easily available. You might have all the study materials. So chemical reaction, balanced chemical equation, chemical combination, chemical decomposition, displacement, double displacement, oxidation, reduction, redox reaction, corrosion and rancidity. So you might have, if at all not at all definition, then you might have an explanation, a note like thing for a given particular definition. So you can go through that. Next are the possible differences: chemical combination and decomposition, then displacement and double displacement, oxidation and reduction, corrosion and rancidity, word equation and chemical equation. And there is one more which I have not included here because it's there in your textual part. It's your exothermic and endothermic reaction. Next, regarding your skills. Okay, so what are the possible skills needed here? So balancing chemical equation. Questions might be asked in order to be balanced. Definitely there will be questions where you have to balance the chemical equation. A must and should question, a compulsory question. I can assure you at least 1 mark will arise for balancing chemical equation. It is supposed to be 2 marks, but at least 1 mark. The next one is identifying oxidation and reduction, that is oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. Like in this case, they'll be asking you to identify the reagents as well. So as you can see here, okay, a reaction, a redox reaction will be given to you, and they will be asking you to mark down the oxidation, the reduction process. Since oxidation is gaining oxygen, so hydrogen has gained oxygen, so this is oxidation, and this one reduction is loss of oxygen, so this is reduction reaction. So they are also asking questions like you have to mention which particular reactant is oxidized or which one is reduced. So always remember, when such questions appear, so you know the oxidation reaction, so your answer is something which is from the reactant part. So if they ask you for this particular reaction, which one is oxidized, or among the in the given reaction mention the element which is oxidized. So in that case, this is oxidation. So in this too, among the reactant part is hydrogen, so this is oxidized, and this one is reduced. So your answer is always from the reactant side. The next one is identifying chemical reaction. You are having so many questions in your textual part as well, where they'll give you a reaction. You have to tell among the 4 types which one is it, whether it is decomposition or combination or displacement, double displacement, whatever it is, you have to identify it. Okay, the next one here, see, from the textual question, I would suggest you go through, have a glance through everything, but among that, which are the most beneficial ones, I have just written over here. So all the balancing questions, wherever you have questions related to balancing a chemical reaction or interpreting or writing a chemical equation, so all those questions. Then the first very question, why should magnesium ribbon be cleaned before burning in air? This particular question has actually arisen before in one of the board papers, hence that is the reason why I have given here. Then why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when iron nail is dipped in it? This is also there. Then, as I told you, I have included in differences. I've already told you that you are having difference between exothermic and endothermic reaction. So that particular part here in your notes, I have given you the definitions of each one. That is how it works for differences also over here. You just have to put a draw a line in the center and mention on the two sides. Then why is respiration considered an exothermic reaction? With the explanation. What do you mean by precipitation reaction? You have to give examples over here. This also is a definition actually, and I have not included there because it's already included in your textual question. Then decomposition reaction due to heat, light and electricity. These are the examples which is there in your notes. I suggest you go through it because this question has arisen once before. Then why do we apply paint on iron articles? Last year in the midterm question, in the midterm paper, this has appeared, and as well as in the preparatory paper. So, or should I say tarnishing or varnishing of your iron articles. Then oil and fat containing food items are flushed with nitrogen. Why? Give reason question. So my particular advice is that wherever you find give reason questions and why kind of questions, please go through it. So I have gone through the entire chapter. I have found so many, so I have included all of those over here. Apart from this, just go through slightly over the other textual questions as well. So in my next video, I'll be uploading the questions for the next chapter. Till then, study well and stay safe.